You're looking for ways to customize your mountain bike to give it your own personal touch. Whether you've got a brand new bike like my Commencal Meta TR here, or you're just looking to spruce up your existing ride, these upgrades are for you. And the best part, we're gonna be starting with some budget-friendly options, gradually moving up to some more premium upgrades. Today, we're hanging out at the Traction Coffee headquarters where we're going to be installing these upgrades. So let's get into it. First up on our customization journey are these awesome crank boots, and they only cost $9. Crank boots are like body armor for your crank arms. They're gonna protect your crank arms from rock strikes, hitting roots, or other things along the trail. Not only can these crank boots extend the lifespan of your crank arms, but they're so easy to install and they come in a variety of colors to add a splash of color to your bike. So let's go ahead and throw these on the bike. Next on the list is this front wheel fender, coming in at only $23. This one is from my good friends over at Dirt Labs. And although this accessory might seem minor, trust me, it makes a huge difference. A front wheel fender like this is gonna help keep dirt and debris from flying up and hitting you in the face while you're blazing down the trail. It's also gonna help keep your bike a whole lot cleaner, which means a lot less time spent cleaning your bike after the ride. So let's go ahead and get this thing strapped up to my bike. Like the crank boots, these front wheel fenders are insanely easy to install. Staying hydrated on your rides is crucial, so having a cage and a water bottle on your bike is an absolute must. For just $25, you can pick up a high quality water bottle and a sturdy cage to keep it securely fastened to your bike while you're tackling those trails. Plus, having your water easily accessible means that you don't have to stop and fish a bottle out of your backpack and you can keep rolling on down the trail. So let's go ahead and get this fastened to the bike. Now let's talk about comfort and control with these Vans lock-on grips that come in at $27. Coming in a variety of colors, these grips offer excellent grip even in wet conditions. With the lock-on design, they stay securely in place, especially in those wet conditions, and they are beyond easy to install. So let's go ahead and get these Vans lock-on grips on the bike. Moving on to the Ocam Apex, which comes in at $35.99. This versatile accessory allows you to carry a tube, tire levers, and CO2 in a convenient and compact manner. It's a small investment that can make a big difference, especially on those short, quick rides when you inevitably end up like a flat tire. And if you're like me and like to pack light, this is one of my favorite upgrades you can make on a mountain bike. And I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the easiest and most convenient thing we're gonna install today. They utilize the BOA enclosure system on here, so all you have to do is push down and turn the knob to fasten this to the bike. Now we're gonna step up the game a little bit with these timed DH4 Clipless pedals, which come in at about $100. Now don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of flat pedals, and if you're just getting into mountain biking, I strongly suggest you learn how to ride with flat pedals before coming over to Clipless pedals. But I've gotta say, especially riding here in Colorado when you're blazing through rock gardens and technical sections, it's really nice to not have to worry about if your foot is going to blow off the pedal. I'm a big fan of the timed pedals because they have a little bit of float, so your feet can kind of float side to side, similar to what they would on a flat pedal. Pedals come in a variety of different colors, and fortunate for me, these have a little splash of red on them, so they're gonna match the bike perfectly. If you're considering switching over to Clipless pedals, just remember, take a little bit of time to get familiar with them on the street because they are significantly different than a flat pedal, but they definitely help with pedal efficiency, and you're gonna really enjoy them once you get comfortable cruising around on the street when you take them to the trail. So let's go ahead and get these bolted up to the bike. And last, but certainly not least, the upgrade that I'm personally the most excited about, the OneUp EDC MultiTool V2 with the threadless carrier. This one rings in at about $102, and in my personal opinion, this is one of the coolest innovations in the mountain bike space in the last few years, because if you're like me, I do not like riding with a ton of gear. And I'm notorious for being out on the trail with a broken bike, having to borrow tools from people. Well, that's no longer gonna happen because I'm gonna have a multi-tool in my steer tube. Now, this one is a little bit more involved than the other upgrades. And if you're not the most technically savvy person, I suggest you take this to a bike shop because you do have to pound out your star nut from your steer tube. And I'm not gonna lie, it can be a little scary when you're working on an expensive mountain bike. But once you've got the star nut pounded out of the steer tube, you are in such simple and easy territory. There's a ton of how-to videos out there for this one, so I'll go ahead and link those down in the description if this is something you're looking to do. This multi-tool has a little bit of everything in it. It also has a little stash canister. You can throw like some cash or something in there, maybe some ibuprofen if you fall out on the trail. But we're gonna go ahead and get this one installed. I've already pounded my star nut out, so we didn't have to do that because it did take a little bit of time, and like I said, I was a little nervous to do it since this is a brand new bike. So if you are nervous, take it to your local bike shop. They'll get you taken care of. But we're gonna go ahead and throw this threadless carrier into the steer tube, and all it requires is a little bolt that comes up from the bottom of the fork, pulls it tight, and then we're gonna drop the multi-tool in. So let's go ahead and get my favorite upgrade that we're gonna talk about today installed on my brand new bike. And just like that, you've eliminated another item out of your pack. Similar to the Ocam Apex, where you're eliminating your spare tube, tire levers, and CO2, this takes your whole multi-tool out of your pack and puts it in your steer tube, which is essentially unused space. So, like I said, this is my favorite upgrade that we're doing today. This is something that I've always wanted on my mountain bikes, and I'm so excited to use this out on the trail. And there you have it. Together, we've gone ahead and transformed my brand new Commencal with some awesome customization options, from the super affordable crank boots to the awesomely innovative OneUp EDC multi-tool. Remember, customizing your bike not only adds a personal touch, but it can also add function and comfort on your rides. I hope that you found these upgrades helpful and inspiring. If you did, please leave this video a like. Head down to the comments, let us know what your favorite upgrade was that we did today, or if there's one we didn't do that's one of your personal favorites, I would love to know. And while you're there, smash that subscribe button. It lets us know that you're enjoying this type of content. Well, I'm so stoked you're here checking this video out, and we're so excited because we have a ton more exciting content to come. Hope to see you out there on the trail soon, and enjoy the ride. We'll see you later, Joyriders.